So what are the different options of cover I have for my car? All right, welcome back to the Insurance Guru. My name is Ayanda Malele. Thank you so much for tuning in once again as I talk about my favorite subject, insurance. So the question here is, what are the different covers that are available for my vehicle? There's three different main covers that you can have for your vehicle, and I'm going to just try and quickly go through them so we don't have to waste too much time. The first type of cover that you can have is comprehensive cover. Comprehensive cover is the creme de la creme. It is the top of the line, top of the range, and it's covering you for basically anything and everything possibly that could happen accidentally in your car. So that includes things like accidental damage, includes fire happening to your car, theft and hijacking, acts of nature, intentional damage to your car. So it covers you generally for most of the things. And comprehensive cover is the best because you're sure that you're covered against anything that can happen to your car. I need to also make a side note. If your car is financed, you need to have comprehensive cover, and that is the only cover you must have on your car because it still belongs to the bank. So if anything happens to that car, you're going to be in trouble. So please and thank you. Second cover that you can get to say, you know what, actually, I like my car, but I'm not worried about certain things like accidental damage. It's old anyways. If something happens in an accident, I don't mind. But I'm just worried about theft and hijacking, and I'm worried about fire, and I'm worried about if I bump into a Lamborghini that I've got cover. So that is what we call a limited cover or third-party fire and theft cover. So that is like a very brief one, and you've got a car that's, maybe a 2011 model, and you're not worried too much about it. I mean, yes, you could have a total loss, and that's going to be quite sad. But if you're trying to save money and you say, if I had a total write-off of this car, it wouldn't hurt my pocket too much. It's just a runaround car for my house, etc. Then you can take the limited cover. That is also if the car belongs to you fully. The third option you've got is liability cover only. Liability cover only says, I own my car right now. I have no money whatsoever, but I'm just worried that if I bump into a Lamborghini, I want to make sure that the liability to that party is covered. In that event, get the liability cover only so that I know, or you know, that when you bump somebody else, the damages to the other person's property will be covered, even though your car won't be covered. And this cover you take in the event that you say, you know what, this is my spare car, it's my runaround car. If anything happened to it, I'm not too worried, but I'm just worried about other people on the road. Also, just note that people, you want to save money. So you'll think, let me just take limited cover. Forgetting that limited cover does not cover you for accidental damage. So in those kind of instances, it's murky because I know we're all trying to save money, but just ensure that you're not skimming too much, that in the event of loss, which is why you get insured in the first place, you're not stuck. Another loss cover that insurers do offer, and it's not all of them, it's some insurers that will say if your car is older than a certain amount of years, I think it's 10 or 20 years, then they've got a specialist type of cover where they'll cover a certain percentage of the car, but not the full value of the car. And then you'll pay a much, much lesser premium for it as well. But it's not full coverage, but some insurers cover it. So maybe find out from your insurer if they can give you, if your car is older than 10, 15, 20 years. Check if they are able to do that. But the three main ones is what I've covered. Make sure that you're adequately covered as well. If you did enjoy this content, please hit the subscribe button. Also like and comment if you have any suggestions, questions, and any great comments that you might have. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.